Have you ever thought to yourself, if only I could add my business card to my Matterport model, or a small floor plan or minimap in the corner to assist with navigation? In this video, I want to show you exactly how to do that and more using Showcase plugins. There are also workshop plugins, but I'll save that content for another video, and here I just want to focus on Showcase plugins. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm on my model page here, and I'll just go into Edit to edit my model, and the plugins icon is right here. If you can't see the plugins icon, it's probably because your account doesn't support it. Maybe you're on a free account. If you do see the plugins icon, go ahead and click that, and you can see the 5 plugins available. The 2 at the very top in my case are both minimap. The top one is the new minimap, and the bottom is the classic minimap. I'll go over both and cover how exactly they're different from one another in a minute, but basically you've got the 2 minimap plugins, a business card plugin, a quick link plugin, and a compass plugin. I'll start at the top and work my way down with the new minimap plugin. Before we get into everything inside this plugin, I just wanted to point out that the version number is right here below the plugin name. And you might notice that sometimes there'll be an update to the plugin, and so you'll see that. You'll see your current version, and you'll see the updated version number. In order to update your plugin, what you want to do is, assuming it's on, turn it off and save it in the off position, and then go back and turn it on again. You might notice some new additional fields, which is why the version was updated, but basically that's really all there is to it. In order to update a plugin that is currently published to your Showcase model, you just turn it off, save it, go back into the plugin, turn it on again, and save it. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and edit our minimap. So I'll go into the minimap plugin. The on toggle is currently active, and if I wanted to disable this or turn it off, then I would just need to turn it off, but also save or publish this off position. So if I do want to deactivate this for my visitors, then I would have to toggle the switch off and then save, and now it's inactive. If I go in here and turn it on, I'll be able to see the minimap here, but without saving it, if I just leave the plugin, it's gone, because I didn't actually publish that change. So let's go back into the plugin, activate it, and now I'll just adjust these settings so they look the way I want them to look for my visitors. So in this case, instead of the dark theme, I'm going to go with blueprint. In the blueprint option, I don't have colored rooms as an option. That's only going to work in the dark glass or transparent options. The screen position is really just where this floor plan is located on the screen. So currently it's the top right position, which is great. The location marker, that's this right here, is currently chevron. The other option is classic, which looks like this. I think I'm going to stick to chevron in this case. Below that, I can update the width of my schematic floor plan here. So let's say I want that a little bit bigger. And if I enable navigation mode here, it'll zoom in quite a bit on my chevron. And then I can go ahead and reduce the size. So that way I can just see a little bit more of the floor plan. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And I don't want this to be a distraction as my visitor is going through the guided tour. So I'll make sure to hide this during guided tour. Then I can go ahead and save. As soon as I hit save, all those changes are published to the Showcase model. And once I share my model with either my team or prospects, they'll be able to see this minimap plugin in the corner. One more thing to note about the new minimap plugin is that it relies on your property intelligence data. So you go into property layout right here, and as long as you have all this layout information complete, your minimap will look just fine. But if this information is not complete, that's what the minimap is going to reflect. So keep that in mind and make sure that the property layout information is as it should be before using the new minimap plugin. Let's go ahead and go back to plugins now. I'll disable this. Hit save. In order to see these minimap plugins, by the way, you can't be in the floor plan or dollhouse mode. So I'm going to go into the inside mode, activate the minimap classic, and you can see already this is a little different. This is not a schematic floor plan looking layout. This is actually a top-down image of the floor plan itself. And what I can do is rotate this. We'll go up here. So let's say I just want to rotate that by 90 degrees. So it's more horizontal. Change the size. Change the display from square, circle, or just not have a background at all. I'm going to keep it as circle. My positioning, top right, I like that. Zoom, I want to fill in that circle a little bit more, so I'm going to zoom in. Disable in tour, so with the guided tours, if I want this to be less distracting while the guided tour is playing through, I'll go ahead and check this box and hit save. Now I just published my classic minimap to the Showcase, and you can see that as I move around, the target right up here moves, the map moves along with me, so I have this kind of top-down view. Another difference between the classic and the new minimap is this. If I go over here and I go upstairs, the minimap will update as soon as I get to the second floor. So now I see the second floor. You saw that change right there. With this one, not only will it update as I move down, you can see it just updated to the main floor, but I can also use these to navigate. So if I want to see what the second floor looks like and want to navigate to this bedroom, I can just click on the bedroom and it'll take me there. That is something that the classic minimap cannot do. So if I want to go down to the lower ground floor, check out the living room down here, I can navigate this way as well. So not only does this reflect where I'm moving around the model, but I can also actually use this to navigate around the model itself. That is not an option with Minimap Classic. Let's go into business card now, enable that, and I'll put in my company, my name, enter a phone number, email address, LinkedIn, all my contact information right here. I can even upload a photo and a logo and then hit save. And you can see it right here. As soon as I hover over it with my mouse, it'll come out. And by adding a photo and logo to your business card, it'll make it that much more engaging and interesting. So something to keep in mind. You can, by the way, have multiple plugins active at the same time. So I can choose to have my business card and a compass and a quick link and even a minimap all at the same time in different corners. It definitely gets to be a little bit much when you have everything active at once, but just something to keep in mind that it is possible to have more than one plugin active at any given time. Let's go into quick link, enable this one. You see down here, my quick link is visible. I'll add text, add my link, and I can also add a photo to this one. With the quick link plugin, there is no option to change its position, so it'll always be located in the bottom left corner. But basically, I go ahead and save, and if I want to bring my visitors to a landing page, a form, a downloadable brochure, but I do just get the one link to provide my visitors. So whatever that link might be, this button will get them there. Finally, let's check out the Compass plugin. This is very useful for any time you want your visitors or your team members to understand where true north is. So to add the Compass plugin, we'll just go here, enable this just like every other one. If I know which direction is north, if I know that, let's say, facing this direction is north, I can just point my camera in this direction, hit set north, it'll update the compass. I can choose the size of the compass here. I can choose the style. So I just want a minimal arrow. And again, just like with the other plugins, if I don't want this distraction as my visitors are going through the guided tour, then I'll just disable it in the tours, choose my position, and hit save. And that's really all there is to it. Plugins can be very useful, and depending on your use case, you can choose one or multiple plugins that best suit your needs. I hope this information was helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.